IP54 solar inverter. Battery power on function. Single battery startup. With AC out terminal energized. Adjust low voltage DC source to 43.7 volts. Inverter triggers alarm. Low battery voltage warning. Voltage reduction test. Further adjust DC source to 41.8 V. AC out output disconnects. Inverter faults, battery startup failure, low voltage shutdown. Set the AC in voltage slightly above 100 volts. The inverter starts up normally. The AC out voltage matches the AC in voltage. Both grid power startup and low voltage grid startup functions operate correctly. Continue adjusting the AC in terminal voltage below 90 volts. At this point, the inverter switches from bypass output to inverter output, and the AC out terminal voltage displays 230 volts. Apply a 1 kilowatt load at the load terminal, and the battery begins discharging to supply the load. Set the AC in voltage to 230 volts, initiating battery charging. The inverter operates normally, and the charging process proceeds normally. Adjust the AC in voltage above 280 volts. He battery charging ceases, and the inverter switches from bypass output to inverter output. Continue adjusting the AC voltage below 270 V2. Resume battery charging. The inverter switches from inverter output to bypass output, with a C-in voltage identical to a C-out voltage, while the inverter maintains normal operation. Connect a high-voltage DC power supply to the PV input terminal. The inverter starts up, with its display showing a flashing red indicator and a battery missing alarm. The AC out terminal delivers an output voltage of 230 volts. PV voltage display matches actual input. PV startup, voltage detection, and battery detection, all normal. After PV activation with AC output established, apply a 3 kilowatts load. The inverter maintains normal output without alarms. The inverter's displayed PV current matches the actual input current. Both PV current detection and PV load handling capabilities function normally. PV charges the battery. Following normal inverter startup, charging commences. The charging current displayed on the inverter matches the actual charging current measured with a clamp meter. Grid power charges the battery with the grid voltage set to 230 volts. After, the inverter starts up normally and begins charging. charging current displayed on the inverter matches the actual current measured with a clamp meter. The inverter display shows both ACOUT1 and ACOUT2 voltages at 229 V. Press and hold the Enter key. Access the inverter's program settings interface. Use the up-down keys to select setting 39, then press the Enter key again to enter dual output setting mode. When full is selected, the dual output operates in unrestricted activation mode. Selecting off deactivates the dual output, disabling AC out 2. Selecting a value between 5 and 900 configures the dual output hold time 5 to 900 minutes. Dual output functionality operates normally. Following PV activation and confirmation of AC output, activate AC in to feed power to the grid. Press and hold the Enter key to access the inverter's program settings interface. Use the up-down keys to select setting 36. Then press Enter again to enter grid feeding setting mode. Selecting on enables PV grid feeding functionality. Selecting OFF disables PV grid feeding functionality. The PV grid export feature operates normally. AC out activation setting. Initiate PV activation, then engage the rocking switch beneath the inverter unit to enable AC output. If OFF is selected, AC out remains inactive with no output. When engaged in the on position, AC out reliably delivers normal output at 230 volts. The AC out activation deactivation functionality operates normally and is fully verified. BMS communication verification. Following lithium battery connection and inverter startup, press and hold the Enter key to access the inverter's program settings interface. Navigate using the up-down keys to select setting 44. Then press Enter again to access the communication protocol selection settings. After selecting the protocol compatible with the lithium battery, BMS communication is successfully established. BMS communication functionality verified and operational.